Boo, 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 boo. Yay. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
So I am so grateful to have Justin Michael join me for I'll show you mine. And this is a live chat. It is as I am calling things now, a casual, because it's a casual chat. So I have a Deanne's here. Yay.
Hi, Deanne.
I have and this is where Justin, how did this get started?
I don't really remember. We've been talking about going live together for probably months now, and then you were the one that popped the question. So we tossed it around for a while, and then it became, I'll show you mine, you show me yours. I think you were the architect of that title.
I probably was. That sounds like something that I would totally do.
Yes.
But it was like when we were talking about, well, what would we talk about? What would we do? And it was just very much if you've got some new decks, just show, I can show you my new decks and you can show me yours. So
Definitely.
But anyhow. So,
yeah, I have a whole bunch of new decks to show, so that's good. A lot of them I haven't really looked at yet. So a few of them I really love. So
even better. Yeah. Even better. So let's say hi to some people. Jilly is here. Hello.
Hi, Jilly.
Little Zen Crone, the Hermit Mage. Justin Michael's here. Glad to see you in chat.
Hello, Justin Michael.
Jen's Science to Soul Tarot and Transformation.
Hi, Hen.
Jonathan Daly. Richard Milord. I don't have the Lord whatever he is. I don't have that.
Sir Richard of so and so. I don't know.
Sir Richard. Well, I just have to always bow down, when I'm saying
His Majesty, His Majesty Richard.
There you go. And we've got Deanne. Jonathan, I already said. Looks like Regina Tarot is here.
Hi, Regina.
Jezebel. So, all right. So I know one of our guests needs to go quickly because they're popular. So, okay. And another guest just showed up. So, hello. Okay. So I'm going to have everybody join in. And then we'll, and as I talk, or as they show us theirs, I will give them the solo layout so they can be seen and everything. So, all right. So our first surprise guest is...
Hello.
Hey, Jonathan. Oh, Jonathan. How are you, sir? Good to see you.
Doing good. Yeah. I had 4 decks show up in the mail yesterday, so... I'm
nice.
Ready for this.
Yes, you
I haven't
are.
even looked at these decks. I saved it for today.
Jonathan, I think this is the first time you and I... has Gerald frozen? I think Gerald might be frozen. I think this is the first time that you and I actually have been on camera together. Oh, here he is.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I froze for a second. Our next special guest...
I didn't freeze.
No,
you thought I did though, didn't you, Jonathan? I did.
I was like, am I the only one here?
Jonathan got a little freaked out for a second. He was like,
"Oh,
well, we hijacked Gerald's channel now, so I guess he's gonna pop back in hopefully." But how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. Little hint.
Oh, I know. I saw that. You showed me that yesterday, and I was very curious about that deck.
I'm looking forward
Am I
to.
back?
You're back.
Okay, thank you. All right, so Jonathan Daly is here, and then we have our next special guest, surprise guest.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Longman Tarot. So, thank you. And another special guest. Yes,
Salud.
what are you drinking?
Gin.
Gin.
Oh.
That's a
And
lot
tonic.
of gin.
Nice.
It's a lot of tonic.
Okay.
Well, it's late in the evening there. Here it's still pretty early, so
I've been waiting hours to come on. Dry.
I am drinking a bubbly.
All
It's
right.
just
let's
seltzer water.
add
Very nice
to
too. Cheers.
Welcome. Look
Hi,
who else
Sandra.
Sandra.
Hi, Justin.
Oh, hi. Oh, this is
And
great.
then our next special guest is here, surprise guest.
Hey, Zane.
Hi, Zane.
Hey, Justin. Hey, everybody.
Nice to see
Look
you.
at
Good to see you. How you
that.
doing?
Yeah. And let's see if I can make this happen. And our next special guest.
Oh, Deanne.
Hi.
Hello.
Nice.
Yeah. And another special guest is.
Oh, Robin, too. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
is
Hi, Robin.
Well, this is better than
Hello,
like all of my
everybody.
exes
Thank
or
you
something,
very
you know?
Oh, we lost Gerald again.
Taking over.
Oh, we don't need him. We'll just
We got
hijack his
enough
channel. All right, maybe we do need him.
Here he comes.
Oh my God. What are you doing, Keanu?
He's upside down. He's the hanged man.
This is just so exciting. My apologies. I do not know what's going on. So, but
No, you're-
so we had a lot of people who were like, Jen is like, hey Sandra, and then Little Zen Crona's Longman Tarot, gin and tonic. It is truly spring.
Mm.
Jen is like, hi Zane.
Oh, no. I'm just going to throw out there right now. I don't have the chat in front of me. I wasn't able to get my hands on the tablet I usually use. So, hi to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, hi.
We'll help you out, Zane.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Zane, I have to look around. I might have an old iPhone I could just send you because I have like an iPhone 6, I think. I'll look around for it. It's got a smash screen, but if I have it, you can have it.
Dude,
I
you're
can
awesome.
find
Thank
it.
you.
No problem.
All right. So my apologies. Technology is weird. So, everybody
Gerald.
is like, yes.
I just wanted to maybe suggest if it happens again, maybe try and restart your router. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you have any more problems, because that might actually help.
But if this happens, I don't think I have other things sapping my Wi-Fi, but
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Gerald, I'm taking over the show. That's it.
Go with it, Justin.
Well, I mean, I think it's a good idea because we were watching Masha had Amy on from Mystical Rose the other night. It was last night, actually. Oh, no, the night before. She was on Masha's channel, and she actually restarted her router, and it worked perfectly. So we might have to do that with Gerald.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We got twins.
Mm.
all right.
You've cloned yourself.
Oh, there's two of me. All right. So I know Jonathan has to go leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did we keep the unfrozen Gerald?
I think we get the frozen one.
Gerald, don't get nervous. We love you.
Yes.
Don't worry.
It's fine.
It's just us. So
It's just us.
Yeah.
when you work it out, you work it out.
Kristen Louise says Gerald is
Oh,
demoted
Jesus.
to a hokey
Okay.
pokey guest. Put your Gerald in, put your Gerald out.
And shake him all about.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Well, everybody, thank you for your patience. Jonathan, would you start us off and show us yours? And I'm going to embiggen you.
Sure. I actually had a few pulled out, and then yesterday I got a massive pile of shipments. One thing that I ordered a long time ago finally arrived is the Hoodoo Tarot. Yeah, of course, I haven't unwrapped any of these. This is an unboxing for me.
I'm actually going to open one up while you're doing it.
Ooh, nice big book. So it looks like the deck comes in 2 parts. That's going to be fun. Let's see here. What did I do with my scissors? Scissors. So the Hoodoo, I've been thinking about for a while, especially since I do ancestral work and past life work and stuff, and it just seems like it would fit really well for that kind of work, as well as the Ancestral Path Tarot, which I just chatted with Julie just a few minutes ago. So I know I'm kind of tiny. I should be bigger, but
Sorry, we can see.
so instead of the Fool, we have the Free Man. The Black Herman instead of the Magician. This is new for me too. Miss Ida. The Big Queen. These are gorgeous. John Horse. Bishop GB Mason. I'm glad it came with a big book because I have a feeling I'm going to have to look up a lot of these things. Courting. Railroad Hill. That's pretty amazing stuff, actually.
Yeah.
So, Strength. Dr. Grant. Aunt Caroline. Dr. Buzzard. Here we go. Gula Jack. Ooh. Ancestors. That's a powerful image. Father Sims. Miss Robinson. I'm looking forward to reading about each of these cards because I'm sure there's a huge history. The Big House. The Grandchildren. Pa. Big Mama. Dem Bones.
Nice.
The Garden.
Could you remind me of which deck this is again?
It's the Hoodoo Tarot.
Okay, thank you.
Mother of Sticks.
What's the name of the creator again, Jonathan? What's her? It's a her, right? I think, believe.
Yeah, Tainana Lee McGiller.
Yeah, this is like a really like a legit kind of hoodoo deck, and I actually got it based on Tom Benjamin's recommendation, but I haven't really worked with it or anything yet. I haven't read the book.
Nice.
I was not expecting 4 decks to show up yesterday, and the worst thing about it is my husband checked the mail.
Oh well, he should be used to it by now.
I know. He's like, "You got more decks? Why do you need any more? You already have too many."
He's
No
right
such thing.
and he's wrong.
He's right and he's wrong. I know. I need to purge, but
No, you
I have
don't.
No, I don't. Okay. Well, I have my neighbor that I take decks to, like I'm getting her interested to the point where she actually kind of wants a deck now. So like every day I just grab a random deck, go over to her house, and we just pull some cards.
Love that.
And it's helping me actually go through my whole stack of decks and realize, oh, you know what? I don't really need that Sorcerer's Tarot. That's kind of a weird deck and doesn't really do anything for me. So.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring us all back in. Okay.
Yeah, so that's that one. I'm not going to do all of the decks, obviously, but I wanted to do a little intro to each one at least. The other three that I have here,
have
I know one of them Zane has just got like the day before I got it. So I will save that one in case Zane wants to go through it. And that's this deck.
Yeah, that looks really cool. I like the. It's very
I'll
like
save
old
it for
school
Zane.
tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, we can both talk about it.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a Kickstarter, right? It was a Kickstarter
This was a
project.
Kickstarter. We
Yep.
were expecting it. What was it? November or December?
I want to say November.
Yeah. And it kept getting put off and put off and put off. But it's because they wanted it to be perfect. And so it's just a 2-part box, which is great. Does come with
Standard
a
little-
book. hmm
Wow.
These are the backs.
Oh yeah, I love the backs.
Those backs are amazing. This is my first
Holographic.
look at the deck. So talk about showing. I'm showing it for the first time
All of us.
for myself
Diane-
too.
Yeah. Diane from Wood Thrush Cottage said, I want to get rid of some decks. What do I do? Sell them for a song on eBay or something? Well,
You could do that, but there's also groups on Facebook that are for buy or trade. So buy, sell, trade
Yes.
groups. Oh my God, this card stock is amazing.
It's beautiful. And I was thinking, Jonathan, if you want to like just show some cards from the front of the deck, and then whenever I come up, I'll skip to the further back
Yeah,
and show some.
totally. So we
The
got our
backs of the
cool-
deck, are they like cold stamped? Is that like a gold foil stamping, or is that just color?
on the back.
Yeah, it looks like foil, right? It's like gold foil
It is
stamping.
foil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really posh.
And it's it's linen. It's a linen cardstock, so it's
Wow.
gorgeous. The High Priestess. So this is definitely based on Rider-Waite-Smith, but there's
the colors, the
Great
way
Empress.
the color is there is really nice.
Yeah.
gorgeous. My favorite card that actually sold me on the deck is the Lovers card here.
Yeah. That's really
It's
beautiful.
Stunning.
Mm.
Is this
Wow.
available for purchase, or is this something that you had it back?
I backed it. I'm not sure if they're doing. I'm guessing that they probably had some extras that they're probably going to sell. I'm
Yeah.
guessing. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm not
love
sure
that it's a
either.
wolf here on strength.
I bet it
Wow.
looks better in person too, huh? Like feeling it, and it's one of them decks. Probably just looks
It's-
stunning.
It's one of those decks that I want to just keep touching. It feels amazing to the touch.
Nice.
And I bet just from the feel, it must be an amazing shuffle.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. That's a great hangman. That's really great.
Of course, I just took him
Right.
off of. Okay, let me
This-
get you back. So
It's amazing.
do it again. Show it again, Jonathan. Show us it again so we can get a closer look at it.
That hanged man.
Very nice. Oh, I made Sandra laugh.
Turn him over. Turn him
Here,
over.
one more.
Turn the hangman upside
Oh,
down.
you want to see?
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite card I've seen so far.
Death is gorgeous.
Wow. And what's the name of that deck again?
It is the Fyodor Pavlov Tarot.
Oh man, this is something I would like for my collection.
Will you be doing a walkthrough of this on your channel, Jonathan and Zane?
I will do a walkthrough because this deck definitely needs it. It is gorgeous. I
Yeah.
am in love with this deck.
Same, and I definitely plan on doing a walkthrough. And I was actually gonna, for the first time on my channel, film a me doing my interview spread with it.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
nice.
that'll be within the next day or two, hopefully.
Nice.
Okay. And just so that people don't, who may not know it, he is Tarot Token Witchery, right, Zane?
That I am. Thank you.
So,
Mhm.
and then Jonathan Daly is Jonathan Daly on YouTube. Well, who did we lose?
Oh,
Jonathan.
Jonathan probably.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, because I know
Might be
Jonathan
back.
had to head out, but maybe he's back. Okay, so anyhow, all right, Jonathan's there, so let's add him to the stream.
Hi, sorry. I don't know what happened. My internet
Welcome.
dropped me.
Yeah.
So
Must be
the
going-
next Kickstarter is the Tower Takeover Tarot,
Oh,
which I've been waiting for a long time too, because they just went silent
wow.
after a while.
Don't you all love how Jonathan is just slowly unwrapping it just so that he can show us?
Yeah.
And I
Slowly.
That's really nice, though.
What do I do?
That's a really nice package, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Ah, nice package.
Oh my goodness.
That's what he said.
That's what they said.
That's
Wow.
what they all say.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
The anticipation's killing me.
I know. Here we go. Tower Takeover.
Oh, I like the box.
Yeah.
It's a nice box.
Nice box.
Oh wow, I didn't know it was gonna be edged. So these are the backs, and then nice edging here,
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
and then every
wow.
card we have. Here's the Fool falling from the tower.
Oh, this one. I
The
remember this
Magician falling from the tower. I'm not gonna show a lot because it's gonna be obvious what's going on here.
Wow. Okay.
Everyone's falling from the tower. This I got in 2020 as a reminder of 2020 when everybody fell out of the tower.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's a nice cardstock though, I gotta say. It's plastic, I think.
one. Okay. I like the box. It's a nice flip top box. You know, one of them. They're very handy.
Oh, I just noticed something on the back card here. We get the King of Pentacles, and he's in a wheelchair as he's
Huh.
falling from the tower. That's interesting.
Wow.
And then one final Kickstarter, which is actually not a tarot deck. It is the 2-penny Oracle that goes with the 5-cent tarot. So this is like going to be quite the package here. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff in here. Know thyself.
Ooh.
So let's see. These came
Again.
in a round shape. Hey, I can get in here. There we go. Unwrapping, unboxing. I didn't know I was going to do unboxings live until I got that 4 packages yesterday. I had other ones pulled out, like the Thoth Journey and the World Spirit and the Ancestral Path, which I already did. So this one's kind of cool because it's made to look like a little book.
Okay.
And it is. Oh no, the last card fell in. There we go.
Uh-oh.
So that was one negative here. is there we go. It's got this weird foam, but there's like gaps behind it. So maybe you should just pull it out or put it in a bag or something. But these are the backs. And it's a round deck. And it's based on oh god, I forget the name of it. That old science of like the bumps in the head. What is that called? I'm blanking completely.
Technology.
Chronology. Yes, thank you. So that's what this is based on.
Nice.
Okay. Wow.
And so each one has 3 keywords, and it's supposed to be used either by itself or with the 5-cent tarot.
I don't have the 5-cent tarot.
Matrimony. Yeah.
I have that one, the 5-cent tarot. I have.
Do you like it, Sandra?
Yeah, I do. I do really like it.
I really like the 5-cent tarot. That's why I got this to use in conjunction. And it's a nice small round deck, so I could see myself shuffling this without any issues. And I think
I don't have any
great.
trouble with round decks, actually. I kind of like them. I have that Archetypes deck by Kim Kranz.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say I wish I had more. I know the only other deck that I could think of besides this one here that's round is the Mother Piece.
There's another tarot deck that I backed called the Golden Eclipse Tarot, and it's round. I think it's going to be about this size too.
I passed on the 5-cent tarot. I liked it, but at the time I was like, do I really need some? Like, for one, I was like, I don't know about the keywords, but it was a really kind of pretty package. It was like a nice, I liked how it didn't come with something extra too, like
A bag.
a
Came with a bag. Well,
Yeah.
I backed the Kickstarter, so it was a bag, a reading cloth. There was a yes/no coin.
Yeah, the coin. That's what I was thinking.
I think
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah.
So Kristen Louise
Yeah.
said this deck reminds me of hipster beer coasters.
Yeah.
It does. It really
I
does.
love that.
Cool.
But I think it'll be
Jonathan, I want to be respectful of your time. It's 3 minutes to the top of the hour.
Well,
So-
luckily the person that's waiting for me is in chat, so
Oh, okay.
she knows.
So, okay. So-
But yeah, so those are the 4 that I got yesterday, and I had others that I was going to share, but obviously 4 is plenty.
Well, there's always a chance to do another round if we want. So, that's cool. So,
Sounds good. What isn't
so
here,
Jonathan,
though?
what do you got coming up on your channel we need to know about?
Well, just about an hour ago, I finished talking with Julie Kusha-Watts about the Ancestral Path Tarot, which was an interesting conversation. And then next week, I will be having Lisa Robertson on my channel to talk about the Mermaid Tarot.
Nice.
I'm so excited for that.
And she also is coming out with a couple other new decks. One is circus themed, and then one is fairy themed, I believe.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
you've
it
been
came
doing
with
some
a
great
little
interviews,
thing.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
I've
Thank
really
you.
been enjoying your interviews.
Yeah. So,
Thank you so much.
So look at that. There's that. So is it Sandra? Do you need to go next to show us yours?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay, and then Richard, I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Well, I don't have Kickstarters,
hey,
but
it's okay.
I've got a few kind of new ones. This is the really recent one.
I'm gonna
That I
digging
got
you.
for my that I got for my birthday, and it's blingy. So it's the I'll show you the box. It's the Tarot Black and Gold, which I've wanted for some time, and I know it's been out a while, but I didn't actually pick it up. So And it's in order because I will do like a proper walkthrough, but I haven't actually yet. So I'm sure you've all seen this. It's just normal right away. So that's one that I've got recently, and then I got one on one of the trade groups because I'm in quite a couple of these sort of trade and buying groups on Facebook. So I got this one. Not even looked at it yet. The Lost Forest Tarot, and on the back,
that's a pretty
you
one.
can see it's number 269 of. Is it 1,000 or of 700? So I got this one, and again, it's still in order because I haven't done like a proper walkthrough or anything. Came with like a little card with the artist's name on it and this picture, which I love. That it's really nice.
Wow.
But the backs are like, I don't know if it will pick up, but the light probably won't pick it up. But it's like, I don't know how you would say, it's not embossed, but it's kind of gives you that embossed look. It's shiny, but the light here is not going to pick it up. But
What is the title of this, Sandra? I'm sorry. What was the title of it?
It is The Lost Forest
Okay.
Tarot.
I have the version that comes in just a tuck box, and the card stock is like the super glossy kind. So I like never work with it. I need to see if I can get my hands on this version.
See, this one is it's like you can kind of see texture to the card, but it's not linen. So it's got like a sheen, but it's not like super glossy. And the cardstock is quite flexible, but it's not like really, really thin. I've got decks that are much thinner than this. Let's see, because I'm doing it backwards. This is the Fool. I really like this Fool card.
It's good. I like that.
Yeah. And the Mage for the Magician.
Ooh, Mage. Nice.
And for the High Priestess, we've got the Mystic. Look at this. How cool is that?
Oh.
Ooh.
I know, it's different, isn't it? The Empress tree. And of course, the Emperor is a tree too, which I really like. The fact that the Emperor and the Empress are both trees, but one looks like a sort of more blue and white in colour, and this has got more of the fiery colours in it for the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hierophant is another tree.
Wow. Well, it is the Mystic Forest, or the Lost Forest Tarot. So
I do really like this Lovers card though, because look at her underneath the sea.
Yeah, it's
is
really
she
cool.
a mermaid?
She's like skeletal underneath.
Oh.
It's probably not picking up very good, but she's like
makes me think
skeletal underneath the water.
Makes me think of sirens just without the tail, like the mermaid tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah, so there's that one. I won't show you every card. Oh, look at the moon though.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's lovely.
Isn't it?
Wow.
So yeah, I'll be doing I'll do a full walkthrough. So there's that, and then I got a package from Usi.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Nice.
All right, everybody take a sip because I'm going to give Sandra the solo again. So here you go. Yeah.
A sip of what? But this is the Tarot Eros from Usi.
Is this one that you recently got, Robin?
I got one. I did a walkthrough of it. You might have saw me.
Is that what you got through too, Robin?
Sorry. I'm juggling StreamYard and YouTube. I'm not very good at it. One is behind the other. So what am I missing?
What's the Usi deck, Sandra, again?
It's Tarot Eros.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah,
little
'cause I don't
risque, but not too bad.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. There's extra cards as well, but they've only printed like 1,000 of them. So I thought, but of course it's that lovely card stock, you know, that Usi do, like linen card stock. But it feels so nice, like you want to keep stroking it all the time.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, it is a little bit naughty, but not like really bad. I don't know, Gerald. Do you want me to show like nudie bits on your channel?
Well, you know, we're talking. Yeah, okay. We're talking about packages, and you know, you're showing
Boxes.
So I'm gonna show you mine. So you know, and I don't think Max isn't in the room, so it's okay, right, Deanne?
He's coming downstairs as we speak, but it does not matter.
Oh, you could show him. You know.
Apollo's in school today, so I'm good here.
Rub it in, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
That's lovely,
And
Sandra.
Obviously, some of the like the pip cards, but I mean, even they are so nice. Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
Really nice.
That is gorgeous.
Really nice pip cards. So you know, I thought, oh, I've got to pick this one up for my like Marseille collection. Just trying to find you some different ones. Swords.
Oh, that's nice. Wow.
So yeah. So that one came, and then the one that I'm most excited about, but the thing is, I've had it for a couple of weeks, and I still haven't managed to do a walkthrough of it, and it's my best trade ever. Nothing will come close to this. I had the Slow Holler Tarot, which lots of people want, and I said I would only trade it for the Bone Stone, and I got lucky because somebody wanted the Slow Holler that had a brand new Bone Stone.
Wow.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah. That's fine, Sandra.
And just by me going through a few of these cards, it's like it I don't know if you've ever had it where you've gone through a deck and it makes you feel all like goose pimply.
Yes.
But it's
Oh,
like
look, I'm going to do this. Hang on, Sandra. We've got there's Max right there. So I'm going to embiggen him.
Hi, Max.
Hi, Max. Hi, Max.
Hi, Max.
We're all waving at Max. Yay!
Oh.
What a bonus! That's great.
He says, "Can I be Max the Devil?"
Oh,
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's great. Aww.
Going outside?
Oh my God.
Out there?
All right, Sandra, I'm going to have you, let's go ahead and have you finish showing that lovely deck.
Yes, so it just looking through it, you know, makes me sort of all kind of goose pimply, and that doesn't often happen with decks always, but with this one it does. It's just like this is why I think it could be like my soul deck. This one, and I've wanted it for so long, and it's the only deck where I've been like, I really, really want to get my hands on this.
Right.
And I will do like a full walkthrough.
Oh, wow.
It.
Okay.
But it's even
Wow.
gilded on the sides. It's bright red.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, it's got to be the best trade ever, and it was just so strange that somebody on one of the trade groups wanted to trade the Snow Holler for this.
Yeah.
So she was in Australia, but the trade went really well. It's really nice, a really nice lady as well. So
Well, and
yeah,
there just goes to show
good one.
you that's what some of what you can find through the trade groups.
Through the trade
So-
groups, exactly, definitely. You never know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
Nancy, I'm really happy as well.
Yeah. So that's beautiful. That's
Yeah, and the
beautiful.
only other things I have, but I won't go through them all, is which I kind of treated myself to for my birthday, was the Ark Animal Oracle. It's really heavy. It's got such a thick book in it. It's the Ark Animal
wow.
Tarot and Oracle deck.
That's nice.
There's 100
Oh, yeah, I've seen
cards
that
in
one.
this set, and then I've got the expansion pack as well, which is another 49 cards. So,
Wow.
like I say, I
Wow.
won't put you through all of those, but that's a big one. So that's my new things. It's all exciting.
That's beautiful. Yeah. And you treated yourself for that for your birthday, right?
Yeah, the animal one. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I got some money for my birthday, so I haven't spent all of it, but that was one of the things that when I saw it on Amazon, I thought they've got limited amounts of each one, and I thought while it's there, I'm going to get it, because you know what they're like. Sometimes if it goes out, they don't get it back, or it takes ages.
Right.
Right. The Arks on Nancy's wish list. So,
So,
yeah.
and
So
just so that everybody does, who may not know, I can only imagine everybody knows your channel, Sandra, the Whispering Well, right?
Yeah. That's
do
it.
you have any? Yeah. Do you have anything coming up that we need to know about?
Well, I need to. I've done one episode seriously in my Tarot Nerd Marseille series, and I'm going to say it on here, even though it's in front of everyone. I kind of got slightly panicked because I thought from some of the comments that people were kind of expecting me to know loads and be almost teaching. So I kind of got a bit panicky and haven't done the next episode yet, but I'm going to, because I wanted to show the differences between the type 1 and type 2 in the next episode.
Okay.
And I will show.
I really enjoyed
the
your
Marseille
walkthroughs, your first episode. I enjoyed it. I thought you did 2 of the Marseille walkthroughs, though. Didn't you do a second Marseille walkthrough?
No, I think I just did one. I think.
Okay.
Did I? Oh, maybe Justin. I think I only did one. So there's
It's
that,
okay.
and there will be other walkthroughs like these walkthroughs and others coming through, because mostly my channel is walkthroughs, but I am planning on, and I'm doing a lot of journaling with it, to do a bit more kind of paranormal type things. And my brother and I, he may feature on my channel again as well, if we do any of the sort of more paranormal type stuff.
That sounds exciting, Sandra.
Yeah, because we've been to the woods before and stuff and had a lot of things, but we're good. Do I still plan on doing one on the Hare Krishnas? I did do one, Louise.
Was that last
about
week? I think it was last week.
Yes. Yeah, so that is up on my channel. That was when just talking about my experiences with them. So I've got that, and also I'm looking into showing a bit more sort of witchy content, and I'm going to start kind of making my own candles and stuff, so I may show a few of those bits and pieces on my channel as well. So yeah,
That's
That would be
exciting.
nice. Definitely.
I've already got 3 watchers right there.
Yay.
Sandra, your walkthroughs are the best. I actually, a lot of times I'll put them on when I go to bed, like, because your voice is just so, like, relaxing. It's almost like ASMR. Plus, it's really, like, informative. You always show the best types of decks. So I probably watch your walkthroughs almost more than I watch anybody else's. So I always enjoy it.
All right.
Oh, thanks, Justin.
Oof.
Yeah, lots of. I've had a few people that have actually.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Lost Sandra.
We
I
love
guess
you,
we're all
Sandra.
gonna have we're all gonna have a turn in limbo, I guess.
Yeah, and I think it was okay, there's Sandra, I think. Maybe. Yeah, it was I think I need to put Tarot Sachet in timeout. She's screwing with everybody's, Wi-Fi. So
connections just.
she's been bad. So.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Gerald, you reminded me of the Lily Tomlin character, Ernestine, the switchboard operator, juggling all the plugs and trying to make the connections.
One ringing dingy. Dingies. Oh my God. So, but, oh yeah, candle making, right, Sandra? I clicked out there for a second. Okay. Wow. Beautiful.
Yes. I'm gonna be trying to do some soy wax ones. I don't want to use paraffin wax, so soy wax and beeswax I'll be doing. Yeah.
Lovely.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, thank you. So, Casual Rich, who is Longman Tarot.
I am indeed. Hi.
Casual.
So I'm going to
Casual.
you because casual. I'm going to embiggen you so that oh my gosh.
Oh look.
Little devil.
Oh, look at the devil.
The devils.
It's Halloween here a lot, so
Yeah. Why not?
this is vintage from like 1988, by the way.
Oh.
He's got to be the cutest devil ever.
Yeah.
No, they're talking about you. Okay. Oh, that was cool.
Casual Rich, I'm going to embiggen you because my
Oh.
is messing up. So
Okay.
It's all you.
Well, I'm going for a walk down memory lane a bit because the decks that I've been purchasing and getting in the last few weeks, months, are ones that I've always had my eye on for probably 30 odd years. Some of them are sadly out of print now, but I have managed to sell my soul to the devil of eBay to actually get some copies of some ones. So the ones I'm going to show you first is the Revelations Tarot by Zach Wong. And the reason I'm showing this is it's really good for reading reversals with. And I got this probably a couple of months ago. And I started using it. It's actually really straightforward. It's very intuitive. And here we go. Let's have a look. So what you get is an upright picture, and then you get a slightly different reversed one. So here we've got the Fool, who is sort of casually strolling out there on his walk. He's got the sun, got the mountains like we expect. And then when we turn him and read him in reverse, the path's a bit difficult. He's not quite sure where he's going. The sun's turned into the moon. Pretty straightforward to read as a intuitive card, I think. So it's, if you like, rather than having to learn 78 and then 78 other meanings, you can just use the, I can't turn my hand around, unfortunately, very well, but you get the idea of what's happening. That you remember the deck. It's a lovely deck. It's really colourful. It's really fine detail here. So the High Priestess, though the camera's going to pick it up. reverse, she's actually got a mask that she's got in front of her face. So
Wow.
she's behind a mask there. Some of them are easier to read than others, I have to be honest. So there's our Empress, again, RWS based. Oh, Basil the cat wants to join in right now. You can just see his tail just at the bottom there. And then she's a bit more of a crone there. So I'm not going to go through all of them because obviously that was 156 cards to do, but that's the one that I'm really rocking. I like this way, the Emperor as a bit of a puppet there as reversal.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it works.
Wow.
And what I really like about this is that you kind of read the top. You don't even really notice the bottom image until it's reversed, and then you kind of it kicks in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it reminds me of stained glass windows as well. Yeah, Basil.
Yeah, I really like this when I initially got it. I love the art, but it's been in my purgatory box for like I can't quite part with it because I really love the art, but I can't really use it. I had
Justin,
some trouble.
If you want to get rid of it, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those ones you kind of, it sits on your shelf and then it calls to you every few months and it goes, come on, pick me up and play with me.
Yeah.
And then you get a lot more out of it by doing that one. I love the chariot going on reverse, going hell for leather. That is. So
Yeah, I should probably try and work with it a little more,
It is out of print now, so it is quite difficult to get hold of. I was really lucky. I've been looking for this for years on eBay, and this came up. Yeah.
I think that they have some at my local bookshop, actually.
Wow. Well, if you don't, yeah.
Wow.
I booked Depository. I ordered it off Book Depository, and it was one of those things where it just sat in there with them for 2 months, and then they just went, "Sorry, we can't get hold of it." So,
well, if I go, I'll check it out. I'll get one at least for Gerald.
I'd like to have a brand new copy as well.
One too.
What was the title of this one, Richard?
It's
Sorry.
the Revelations Tarot.
Okay.
So it's 2006, I think it was, that it came out. That's what we got to move. It's sitting on the book. Yeah, 2006, so 15 years ago. And this was reprinted in 2016, actually. So there are copies still available of it. But it's really good, and I'm really enjoying using it. So, yeah, that's one. Do you see the next one? I'm going to stop and have a sip.
Do we want to see the next one? Oh, sip, everybody. Everybody,
Yeah.
sip.
Am I the only one on alcohol? No, Sandra. There you go.
Yeah.
Is that using up the birthday wine box?
So I just posted the link down in the comments for Revelations Tarot. It is available on Amazon in the United States.
Brilliant. That's good. There was one copy in the UK Amazon that kind of nothing ever happened to it. So brilliant. The other deck that I'm going to show you is one that I got on eBay last week. And it's one that, again, a really old deck. And it's Tarot of the Cat People. And it's been hanging around for years, this one. Anyone else had this one? Yeah. Now, the reason...
Who else has that?
Is this the creepy one?
The creepy one, possibly. Yeah. No, it's not. It came out in... This is 2004, this version, but it came out a lot before. When I first started getting into tarot back when I was 16, so just a few years ago, my friend bought this at the same time that I bought my Sacred Rose deck, which was my first proper deck. And I remember looking at it going, I don't quite understand why she likes this. And this is a reprint and a scanned version. So the quality of the cards and the images is not quite as good as it was originally, but it's just a really nice deck to have around. Yeah, it is a little bit strange. The book is a little bit weird. It's all set in this kind of fantasy world of cats and different tribes and stuff, but it's kind of cool. You got to like cats.
You have this, right?
Have you got this one, Jonathan? Do you
And I
use it?
actually recently got the box set.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
the colours in
And I
there.
have it right here.
He's showing it
Look
too.
at that. Just happen to have it to hand.
Look, I happen to have it right here. I got the box set from eBay recently for like $25, which is
It's about the
ridiculous.
same I paid for this one in
Yeah.
about 20 quid in the UK. So
Well,
lots of
just the
copies.
deck goes pretty good, but I've seen these box sets go for like 150.
Wow.
200. So because the book is out of print and no one can get the book.
What do you think of it, Jonathan?
I love it.
Yeah.
I actually went out and bought the novels that Andre Norton wrote.
Oh, I didn't know about those.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
wow.
a single book on Amazon that has both the books in it as one, and I got it, and it's set in this world basically.
Yeah, I don't know very much about it. I just remember my friend getting it as I say years ago, and kind of thinking, I really want to get, now that I can get hold of, got some money to spend, I just want to go back and revisit those old decks that I couldn't afford when I was 16 to kind of just get as kind of, I think, but I didn't know there was a whole world. I kind of looked through the little white book briefly, and there was lots of things in there, but I just really like the illustrations. I just think they're nice.
The artwork is amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of airbrush, I suppose, isn't it? And at the time, that would have been quite unusual.
Yeah.
Just going to show you some more. It kind of follows RWS, but not completely, I would say.
Right.
Yeah, you probably have to know a little bit about the world that has been invented around them. But the cats
That's
are cool.
why I got the
Like their
novels.
eyes.
Okay.
The hermit card is pretty cool. That's me, crazy cat man in a cave. Yeah, so those are the two that I'm working on. And the only other one I did dig out, and the only reason I dug it out is someone posted about it on the Hermit's Cave yesterday, or perhaps even today, I didn't notice, was the Art Nouveau tarot from 1980 something or other. And I don't know if anyone's seen this. Now it's, I got this years ago. You can see how battered the box is. I've never really properly used this one, but it's a really nice deck to use, as in size wise, because the cards are really manageable. If you compare that to my palm, they're quite long, quite thin.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know if anyone else has seen this one. I think this one's out of print, but the colors in it are really super. I mean, it's a, you know, you have to be white and gorgeous to star in this one there, and there's a bit of fixation with nipples and six packs, but the deck itself is really colorful.
Nipples and six packs. Okay.
Yeah, look, I mean, there you go, the magician, nipples and six pack. But I mean, there's nothing particularly wrong with that if you like that kind of thing.
It's a good name for a band.
What kind of music would they play?
What kind of music wouldn't they play?
Yes.
But I just kind of like the blue backgrounds on here. I have to be honest, I'm not quite sure why they called it the Art Nouveau, because apart from the colors and some of the border designs, there you go, nipples and six packs. It doesn't, the majors don't particularly remind me of Art Nouveau, but the minors are better and really pretty. And they do have a story that goes through them.
Oh, well, I like that.
So they have these blonde. So I suppose this goes back to the day when everyone, you know, who was represented by the cup suit water was blonde and, you know, artistic and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it
You
does
seem to
follow.
like the stained glass window type.
Yeah,
art.
I think the minors follow the idea of the Art Nouveau more than the majors, actually.
Uh-huh. Wow.
It's cute, and as I said, it is out of print now. So I was going to trade it, and then I thought I might hang on to this one. So those are the cups. I'll show you the other suits. We've got pentacles, so they're the browny, earthy ones, obviously.
Uh-huh.
So those people are all brown and red-headed. And fire wands. Again, they are kind of bluey green, but that's really pretty. Again, it's got that stained glassy look to it all. And then the swords are kind of red and purple, basically, as a.
Okay.
So yeah, so just it's nice to go back and look at, cards from my youth. Let's put it that way, and just sort of see, how things have changed and moved on. But it's still nice to go back and visit those, even if they don't have quite the diversity in it that we have nowadays. It's just nice to have those memories that are caught up with, looking through catalogues, or when you started out on your own tarot journey, and thinking, why did I want to buy that one, and what it added to my journey, so to speak.
So you're no longer interested in nipples and six packs?
No, that has well. I mean, yes. I mean, I was going to get my divine diversity out, but no one really needs to see that on a Tuesday, do they? It's like.
Did you know they're coming out with a smaller version of that?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's still got an interest in it.
That's the after hours version of
exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Jonathan really wants a smaller version.
Well, because the first edition is so big, you got to shuffle sideways.
It is massive. Yeah, it is a massive deck. It's kind of, if they hadn't called it the Divine Diversity, I think it would have been. I would have used it more. But the fact that they kind of went out on this is a diverse deck, and it really isn't very diverse.
The only diversity is skin color.
If they recalled it something else, perhaps we might have got away with it a bit more. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Richard, I'm going to jump in and show you something that you and I were talking about. I think I'm going to make myself solo for
Go on then.
This is a box that I have that I use to store a deck in. It is a paint by number Last Supper. And inside it,
wait! You've painted it?
No. It
okay.
is I didn't paint it, but it's
I see. It's a case with a paint. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes. But I have it is a deck. It's called the Deck of 1,000 Spread.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. Oh.
And this is out of print.
It is.
But it has you have different things. So you have like outcome, lesson. Yeah. I'll do a flip through of this. Resolution, answer, and then some place for to add cards. You also have and then there's another set which are the attitudes. This is the influence deck. The other one was the outcome, and then you have the topic, which is like card of the day, health, hobbies and talents. Then you have the character, which is you, your partner, friends and family. And then timing. So these are larger cards, and you can actually use them to actually lay out a spread. and then that gives you the ability to create spreads. Because we were talking about you have the spread generator.
Yeah, what's it called? The spread machine. And
The spread machine and Oracle
I
deck.
bought that because I wanted your 1,000 spread card. What was it called?
1,000 spreads. 1,000 spreads.
Yeah, 1,000 spreads. And I realised it was out of print. Just as I went looking for it, I came across the spread machine, and I thought, "Oh, that looks a good replacement for what I was looking for."
Yeah.
So, and I love that. It's quite simple, isn't it? That 1,000 spreads. Perhaps a little bit simpler than the spread machine.
Yeah.
The spread machine is complicated.
It is complicated. There's a lot you can do with it,
Oh,
but you
really?
actually have to probably spend more time coming up with it than actually doing the reading. But nothing particularly wrong with that one. But where did you get that copy of that from? Is it a recent purchase? Who did you mug for that?
I bought it when it came out. It happened upon Amazon a while ago, and so I've had it for a while.
And it came in that box.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
This
okay.
is a box that I collected. So I should do a sharing of all of my boxes because I collect boxes.
An unboxing of a box.
So, but I use this to store. Oh look! Oh, wait a minute! Do that again, Rob.
What's that?
Are you having snacks, Robbie?
Are they like wine gums you got there, Rob?
Chuckles minis.
He's being like you, Gerald.
So, but yeah, so I actually put while I was knitting a lot, I would put sock knitting in this because it's perfect for a pair of socks because it's really thin yarn. So anyhow.
It's perfect for anything, that box. Any occasion, I think you could take it anywhere,
Yes,
couldn't you?
yeah.
That's right.
It's great to take.
I'm sorry, I can't.
I'm quite jealous, actually, of it.
So this is Longman Tarot. Jeez. So,
I'm sorry, Gerald. Your box is lovely.
when was the last time you said that to someone, Richard?
I've never said it before to anyone in my life.
Oh, sip, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
Are you platinum?
No, I'm
Are you
out.
platinum,
It's
Richard?
the happy hour.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
What was-
So.
It's still morning here. Come on now.
No, it's still morning. Okay. So. Okay. Because Jen is like going, Richard, I can see you taking your lunch to school. In that.
So can I, Jen. So can I.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and Google that now, see if there's any on eBay. What would you put in? Last Supper case?
Fish.
I need to be careful what I wish for, don't I?
Oh, we lost
Scared
Gerald.
him.
You scared him away.
Let him. Sorry, Gerald. Come back with your box.
Yeah, definitely have to be careful what you wish for, especially in front of people that have your address. I mean, I don't, but I'm assuming some of these people do. So
True. Very careful. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Last up,
God,
long
this-
box.
Last Supper long box.
It is. Yes, it's actually called the Last Supper Long Box. So.
Paint by
oh,
That's a thing of beauty.
The long box for the long man.
Last upper long box for the long man.
Oh, that's funny.
see, Brant is already on it, so I'm sure it'll be on your doorstep around 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Thanks, Brad. I'm so excited now. It's made my day. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be quiet now.
So yeah, I mean, I guess everybody wants to see you do this, Richard. You need to record their reactions.
I, Yeah. Well, the kids kind of think I'm strangely weird enough as it is at school, so they would really probably wouldn't be very surprised by it, which is a bit of a worrying thing. They know I do gaming and stuff like that, so they often buy me like Assassin's Creed mugs and things like that. In fact, actually, this glass, a gin glass, was a student's present for me. So, yeah, bless them. So, yeah.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
Gerald's been
Why does
cloned.
Kristen Louise say she has my address?
I chose the treasures.
Perhaps you need more boxes, Gerald.
Oh,
Just remind you that the charity shops have opened in the UK now, so there's a whole treasure trove waiting there.
Right. Yes.
Regina.
He always comes in upside down.
Everybody gets quiet when I come back on. I'm gonna have to watch this back. So Regina said nipples
We
and
can
6
tell Gerald is
Is
actually
a
into
demo
reversals.
album of Peter's Rebel.
There he goes.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go
no.
again.
One again.
On again, off again. Back. Upside down again.
I love how
Upside
he's
down.
worried about us being quiet when he comes back, but
Yeah.
we're quiet when he's not here.
Yes,
Right.
I heard that. All right.
I'm going to have to shoot
I'm
off
gonna
now.
remove You're gonna have.
Hey, I gotta go.
He saw your
Bye,
box and now
Richard.
wants to
Richard.
shoot off.
It's really nice seeing
Thanks for stopping
everybody.
by.
You take care. See you soon.
You will.
Thanks for having me. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. And then there were 6.
Justin, are you supposed to be showing us stuff, or you're not supposed to do that when he's gone?
I don't know. I guess. Well, I can show you what. Let's just wait till he comes back and see what he wants to do, because I'd be happy to, but I just.
There's still more.
There's still more. Thank you, patience. So who did? Okay, so we lost Longman Tarot. So Deanne, Robin, Zane, Justin, who would like to go next? Oh my God, look.
I was just
Maybe.
gonna say.
Date down the box.
I didn't doubt you for a second, Brant.
No, yeah. Wow. I need to have this man, I need to have Brant to show up on my channel and we're talking about his, or maybe he won't want to share his eBay foo. How do you find these decks? That, we'll figure something out. So, oh my gosh. Here's the story of a lovely Gerald. Tarot bunch. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh yeah. And Jen's right. It's because I put tarot sachet in the corner. She's fucking with my Wi-Fi. You've been bad. Bad.
She likes that too much.
This got real niche real quick.
All right. So, who would like to go? Deanne, Zane, Robin.
Just pick somebody.
Yeah, go ahead, Dan. Why don't you
Yeah,
show us
go
what you
for it.
got?
I'll show you a couple in case I have to run, because you never know
Okay.
around here.
And this is Deanne of Blue Crescent Tarot.
You're in the
Oh,
card
look at that.
catalog now, Deanne.
What's that?
You're in the card catalog now.
Oh, yes. That's amazing. It's
We
official.
all are.
So I decided I would open this. I got it a couple months ago, and I had mentioned that I ordered a replacement, or I guess the genuine copy of what I was calling my soul deck, because I realized the soul deck I had was a knockoff, which, story of my life. I mean, not now, but anyway, I thought that was real cute. So anyway, the real one comes as an option, comes in this box. It's called the Moonlight Tarot by Anessa. And this is the information of the real person who as far as I can tell, this is the real creator of this deck with all of their information there. So the original one I got came in this velvet bag. The cardstock was really nice, and to me, it didn't seem, problematic at all. It was called Talking to the Moon Tarot by this other person who stole it, I guess. And so these are some of the images, and I think I pulled up a comparison. Nope, I didn't. I've been over here edging the new one. I don't know if you could tell or not. So let me find a little side-by-side so you can kind of see. The images seem to be the same from one to the other, but you can definitely tell that the saturation is different. So, well, now I don't know.
Love your shirt, by
just
the
show
way,
you.
Dan.
What's that?
I love your shirt, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. So I sent a picture to Justin yesterday because I realized I had a Philly tank top on. And so I figured today I would wear my only other Philly shirt. So there you go. Shout out for that. So let me show you Temperance, because this is, I think, one that I can find pretty quickly. So now I'm not sure what to do with the other deck, of course. Probably we'll just keep it and use it for like layered readings because I already have it. And supported the genuine artist now, and because there was a box available, I decided to opt for that so I could give them some more money. So just in case you have this other one, the backs look about identical to each other. And this light, you're not gonna be able to tell, but this one's a little darker, and this is the older knockoff one. And so this one is the new legit one, and this is the old one. So there's that for you. And so images look the same, but again, just like the color differences. And this artist is Ukrainian, but I can't remember. There's something about these
size or the same size.
Same size, and the cardstock feels almost the same. The older one feels like maybe a tiny bit smoother, actually. So there's something about the face covering, and I'm sure someone knows what this is called. I know Simon talked about it in his walkthrough, which on his channel is called, I think, Talking to the Moon. So if you want more info, you can watch that one, of course. But I can't think of what that's called, but that was super appealing to me, and that all of the figures have that same kind of face covering. Let me see here so I don't mix these up. So yeah, let me show you just a few from here. Here's my majors, I think. So here's the Fool, which reminds me of the cover of Follow the Leader, one of the Korn albums, right? Like the little girl hopscotching off the cliff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And the Magician. High Priestess. So of course this is not going to be for everyone with like the kind of crazy ornate borders and everything around, but I don't know, I just really love it.
Wow.
I think it's really nice. Oh wow, look at that Empress.
Here's our Empress, Kristen. Yeah, so it's really nice. And what I when I did the Soul Deck video, I just kind of wanted to join in that conversation, but I explained in the video that I was never out seeking a soul deck, really. I just kind of thought about that question with what I had at the time and answered it. So I think this probably would still be my answer, but as you've heard me say 100 times, I just love so many decks. So I just picked one that was kind of a combination of like dark and pretty. And this one is what came to mind. So that's that. Here's our Chariot.
Wow.
So it's really beautiful. And here's another one with a face covering. I should be paying attention to chat because I bet like someone like Kristen knows what that's called, or like the culture that is from. At some point,
Sadhana said she found it on Etsy.
yes, it is available on Etsy. That is the correct version. The person I got the original one from, that site is no longer working, thankfully. So here's our hanged man with the that face covering again. So it's just really beautiful.
Lovely, really nice.
Here's a good one to end on, our death card.
Wow.
So yeah, and it's kind of that nice, like here's it next to the wooden tarot. It's like a longer, little bit thinner. I don't know if you can even tell what I'm doing. It's like that taller, like thinner size.
Uh-huh.
So,
Wow.
you know, some people love that kind of thing too. So if you're looking for a cool thing, and if you want to be fancy, you can get the box. So there you have it. Here's one of our kings. I didn't show any of our dudes, did I?
Wow.
Yeah. So that's my little treasure I showed. Figured I could finally crack it open.
Yeah. So, and
Okay, guys,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to pop off now. It's been
Thank
really
you.
nice.
And
See
that's
you all.
Sandra,
Sandra.
of the Whispering
Yeah.
Well.
Thanks for being here
Hey.
with us, Sandra.
Thanks, Sandra.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandra.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Aloha.
Wow. So, wow. Deanne, are you good at spotting knockoff decks?
No, but this is the only one I've ever had. And I only
Okay.
knew it because I think the person actually commented. I went back to Simon's video. Well, I shouldn't say that maybe I'm not good at it. I know I just don't buy from anywhere that might be questionable.
Uh-huh.
I just get it straight from the source if I can.
Right.
Aside from looking for like QR codes in the description, like if people are selling them on Facebook, just like in the regular marketplace, one of my hobbies, you know, Max falls asleep in his room and I hang out in there for about 20 minutes until I know he's good. And so like, I'll go through those 20 minutes and try to report as many as I can.
Uh-huh.
So I guess I would say maybe, but I mean, I don't know how good some of the knockoffs are. This I only knew because I went back to Simon's video to try to find the PDF, and I saw the real creator commenting saying, this is stolen artwork. This is my site where you get this or whatever. So, and then when I went back to the original creator's email and it was all shut down, then I was like, okay, so.
I was just thinking I'd love to do a video about how to spot knockoff decks. And I think Sadhana put some stuff, I believe.
Oh, good.
On I think she did a video or maybe a YouTube post or no, a Facebook post. But it's one of those things that it's like I recently got burned. I got 2 decks that were they're knockoffs. And it's like, So if anybody is good at it, so gosh, it'd be great.
You can usually tell by the quality of them. The quality is always poor. The cardstock is very cheap, like you know, very plasticky kind of. It just has a different feel to it usually. When you get it, you feel it. You can usually tell.
And there's a QR code on the back.
Yes.
It's the QR code that, you know, got me. I was like, wait a minute. You know, it doesn't come with a little white book, but it comes with a QR code. If you go to it, it sends you to a place that has little white books for a whole bunch of people.
Right.
So,
Right. And so as far as like spotting it ahead of time, I just try to look at that. Or like if people are selling them and they're in a tuck box and I know that, you know, like Prisma Visions doesn't come in a tuck box, like I'm just reporting people left and right online, not in the tarot groups, but just in like the general thing.
Yeah.
But like this one, like I didn't even suspect it because like the card stock's so nice. It came with this velvet bag. Like there was a PDF that you got like in a link after the fact, not, a QR code. But this was a couple years ago too. So thankfully, as far as I know, this is the only one that I have that, was a fake, but happy
The
to have it
other thing I look
rectified.
for is if the box doesn't have any creator name or artist name on it.
Mhm.
That's a big giveaway for me.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Wow.
It's funny you mentioned the Prisma Visions because when it first came out a few years back, I think it was probably a few years ago, right? It had to be at least 2 years, right, since it first came out. I didn't really know about the deck. I didn't know who James R. Eads was. I didn't know anything about it. And I saw it on eBay. And I got it. And it was this little tuck box, but it had like the gilding and everything. And I was like, wow, what a cool deck. But oh my God, it was so small and the art just wasn't clear. So I contacted the seller and was like, you sold me a fake knockoff deck. And they were like from another country, I believe like China. And I think it was just like a mix up in the communication, but he thought that my deck was damaged. So he sends me another. So I got two. I got two knockoff decks. Like I'm like complaining that it's a knockoff, and they send me another deck, which is also a knockoff. So I ended up with two of them.
Yeah. It's a
I
mess.
finally got the real one though. I have the real one right here, actually.
Thanks.
Which
That's one of my favorites. I love that deck.
I haven't really worked with it yet, but I got all three actually.
Wow. So Zane, I'm going to put you on the spot. This is Zane of Tarot Token Witchery, right? I've got everybody.
Absolutely.
People. So what? Show us yours, Zane. And I totally want to take a picture because I like big decks and I cannot lie.
Okay, so let's see. What should I start with? I have so many things laid out in front of me right now. Start with one that I recently modded that I'm in love with.
Cool. I'm
And
going to dig in you.
okay.
I'm going to stroke it and make it bigger.
Oh God, I'm going to leave that one alone. So this is the Way Home Tarot.
Yay!
Yeah, Deanne, you're the one that showed this that made me fall in love with it.
Yes.
And I recently trimmed off the borders.
Oh, I thought it looked small.
Yeah, and I'm obsessed with what it did to the artwork.
Really? Oh, that's incredible.
And anybody who knows me knows I love a good mushroom in my cards. Yeah, I love the artwork of this deck and the whole vibe of it. And I love how the courts are these forms with other imagery inside of them.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about it, as you know.
I did, Jen, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, look at that. Like, especially the darker cards, trimming the borders off, like, opens up the artwork so much.
Wow.
And I love this. I love the moon.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't prepare for this, but there's one card I definitely want to show because I can't tell you why, but it's one of my favorite card in the deck so far. And it's the 9 of Wands, right?
Love that
Yeah, the
one.
9 of Wands. And just something about that dark sky with these torches, or lanterns, I mean. I love it so much. And I could just keep showing cards from this. Like, look at that. 2 of Cups.
Wow.
Okay. I won't spend too much time on one deck. At least I'll try not to. So, next up, I have to show the one that Jonathan and I both were talking about earlier because it's the one I've been most excited to receive in the mail for a while now. It is the Fyodor Pavlov again, if you maybe weren't here earlier when Jonathan showed his. And it was a Kickstarter that we backed. Again, these are the backs with the gold foiling and the stars. It's beautiful. And I pulled some, since Jonathan showed some cards from the majors earlier at the beginning of the deck, I did pull out some courts to show and the aces.
Cool.
So I'll show the 4 aces real quick. Ace of Pentacles, or coins, sorry.
The aces
of
are gorgeous.
swords. They are, and I just love the coloring of this, the coloration of the whole deck. The cups and wands, and then I'll do a quick of the courts. And if you notice, they're color coded by suit. The coins are
nice.
this gold color, and then we have swords, which are this red.
Kind of a blood red.
Yeah. Cups blue.
Wow.
And then wands.
I've not heard of this deck until today. So
Yeah, it's one that I wanted to make sure. I know, like I said, Jonathan had showed some of the cards earlier, but I wanted to make sure I showed some too because I want to get it as much airtime as possible here because I noticed that not a lot of people were talking about it or even knew about it, and it's a stunning deck. And the artist, I follow them on Instagram, and they're just such an interesting and cool and down-to-earth person. And I had some correspondence with them during the whole Kickstarter process, and they were such a kind person. And
that's cool.
all right. So next up, sorry, I'm kind of just like, is it okay that I'm just kind of like busting through these?
Yeah,
real
I
quick?
just want to,
Sip,
a
sip.
lot of us are chatting in, in the chat, and sip, sip.
I have a question.
Yeah, shoot, Robin.
Is it possible, Zane, the one that you trimmed that Deanne has, could you
Yes.
each pull up one of the same cards so we can see the
sure.
difference?
Ooh, can
I got it ready for that exact question.
Perfect. So see, especially like I said, with the cards with the darker backgrounds, it kind of just opens it up.
Thank you.
At least in my opinion.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. I was commenting in chat that I love the borders on mine, of course, but I want you all to do to your decks what makes them perfect for you.
Yeah.
I can deal with borders on some decks, like the one you were just showing, Deanne, with the big ornate borders, because it looks like you're stepping through a doorway into like another world. I kind of love those borders, and they're huge, so it's weird that I actually enjoy those borders.
Yeah. Well, it's like the tarot of the She for me. It's just too, it has, the borders are just have that they feel like they just, I just want it. I want the side borders off.
I think if I were to get that deck, I would definitely trim the side borders off for sure.
And I know Chris is doing that. Elemental Cartomancy. He's buying another copy of the Tarot of the She so he can have one that's modified and one that's not. So.
I remember him saying that. He's been absolutely loving that deck lately.
Yeah. So, and what was the name of that deck again, Zane?
The last one?
Yeah.
The Fyodor Pavlov Tarot?
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and
They
that's
have a
actually the
website.
name. I believe that's the name of the creator. I believe that's the name they go by.
I was just searching to see if it was available. Well, they do have a website, but it doesn't mention anything about the deck. In the shop, they have other stuff for sale. Well, maybe it'll go. Now that you guys, the backers, got their decks, maybe they'll do it on Etsy or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I like Jonathan earlier. I don't know for sure if they're going to have extra decks to sell, but I believe they probably will at least have a limited supply to sell.
That's an amazing deck, though. I'm surprised that I didn't hear about it. It's funny, you hear about certain decks, and then these amazing decks come out, and you don't hear a word about them. It's just like there's so many decks that come out. It's hard to catch them all.
That's why something like this is awesome because people get to see stuff they might not have otherwise known was out there or coming out.
Yeah, that's true. So, hey, Robin, will you show us yours?
Sure.
And for those of you who don't know, and I can't imagine anybody, that's Toadstool Tarot, Robin.
Okay. This is sort of kind of my decks. My decks are not new particularly. It's more like gussied up classics. So I saw this one on Justin's channel. It's the Golden Worth. And
yeah.
generally, I'm not much for bling, but I really got into this deck. And the only drawback for me is that the cards are a little bit on the large side. They are highly glossy, and they do show all the fingerprints, but I don't generally mind that. This is the Emperor that I have a crush on. Actually sort of reminds me of Bijam for some reason. I don't know why. That's not to say that I have a crush on Bijam, but...
Cat's out of the bag now, Robin.
Yeah. So I really like these. The coloring in the character figures, it actually looks and like sort of pulp illustrations from the 20s, like in comic books or newspapers or something. But then it's augmented by like this weird gilding. And the gilding is kind of strange because in one angle, it looks like really shiny gold foil. And then if you kind of tilt it, you get this sparkly rainbow effect that's kind of holographic. So that's, I mean, each card is its own like little joy, little artwork. It's nice death card.
It's really pretty.
And I just ordered, in fact, I ran down to the mailbox before this to see if it had arrived yet, but it hadn't, from England, from Book Depository, the symbolic tarot of Worth, which is the same images, but matte golding, not matte gold ink, not the gilding like this, which I think I'll find sort of less distracting in a way. But these are actually, they're not photographing very well, but they're really fun to use in low lighting because they really catch the light, and it's like, you know, reading by candlelight or something.
Oh, nice.
Whereas in regular light, sometimes they can be a little bit too dazzling for the eyes, kind of.
Robin, that's out already, the symbolic tarot of Worth over there?
Oh, it's out in the UK. It was out, I think, a month ago, but it's not coming out here till June.
June.
I couldn't wait 2 months, so I said, you know, I'm going to order from Book Depository. And weirdly, they don't charge any shipping, and it's cheaper than it would be on Amazon here, and it usually takes a week to a week and a half to get here. So
I'm probably going to order that.
I'm looking forward to that. Oh, what they did, in case you didn't know, is they took elements from the figures in the major arcana, little symbols, and put them in the minor arcana, the pips, as part of the decoration. So like for the Wheel of Fortune, you have, or not the wheel, for Justice, you have the scales on every card in the, no, wait a minute. I don't remember how they did it, but they did it according to the numbers. So I think it's like the magician's wand would be on each of the ace cards. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that well, but there's a walkthrough online, not by me, but somebody who already has it, and you can check that out. The second deck I've got is, this is old, but it's the Golden Tarot of Marseille. It's another blingy one with the gold foil. And I don't know why all of a sudden I'm kind of obsessing on this bling, because I usually don't. So I'm just kind of going through like I said, a gussied up phase at the moment. But I'm really enjoying these.
Uh-huh.
And I'll just show a couple of those.
Wow. And you have walkthroughs of these, right?
I think I do, yeah. Some of the details disappear a little bit. Like you can see in her crown that the gold kind of blends into the background. It's sort of like just an outline keeping it in shape. But And well, it's hard to explain, but they're really a joy, like I said, by low lighting. Then the other two, and these are really familiar with everybody. Everybody knows the study deck of the RWS that Simon goes on about a lot on his channel. Is one of his favorites. I like it too, but I found it a little bit dark. And I was going to order a backup copy, and then it disappeared from Make Playing Cards. And this guy, Ted Veach, put out his version. And I thought, oh, I don't want to order the same thing just because it doesn't have a copyright on it. You know, I don't know if the color is going to be any different or not. But when the study deck disappeared, I went ahead and I ordered it. And no copyright. The coloring, I think, is really good. It's much better. It's not as dark as the study deck. It's very similar to the 1909, but the 1909 has a real acidic kind of yellow to it, and this is a nicer yellow. The backs of these are orange Roses and Lilies back, and the stock is the S33 Superior, which feels much more satiny than the S30, which was already my favorite. He also did this one. Originally, I had gotten by Paris de Bono a black and white version, basically, of the hoi polloi. And he goes, oh, I have one of the RWS I can make for you. I said, yes, I'd love to have it. So I bought this from him. I said, you know, I'm sure other people are going to want this. You should make it available on MPC. And he wouldn't do it at first, but now it's there. This one has a gray Roses and Lilies back. But I'm really finding, and I know a lot of people want color, but I'm really appreciating Pixie's artwork through her line work without the colors. It really makes you appreciate how much was involved in her original drawings. Because I think originally she just submitted the line work, and then I don't know if she or somebody else added the coloring later, but when she did the original drawings, it was just line work like this. So I'm guessing this is as close as you can get to her original ideas. So I love those, and that kind of sums it up for my share, I guess.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Excellent.
Grant said the study deck isn't available, and Jonathan just said it's 11/11. So
Make a wish.
make a wish. Yeah. So, wow. So, we've been on for an hour and 40 minutes, and Justin, will you show us one thing? I'm gonna have you, and then I'll show one thing, and then everybody can promote what's coming on their channel.
Sure.
So,
One thing.
yes, I'm making you just show us one thing.
Okay.
You know, and everybody watch him, because his ears are probably going to start, you know, blowing smoke out. Which thing? Oh my gosh. Which thing?
No, it's fine. I'm going to show you the Rainbow Kipper, which I got from Stephen Bright. So
Okay.
this was just released. It's Kipper. It's a different system. It's not tarot. It's very similar. First off, it comes in this really nice box. Comes with a book, which is very important because, like I said, it's very different system. Tony Poole and Stephen Bright are the creators. And like I said, the book is really, really helpful. It's a totally different kind of system. Like, you really have to learn. It's color coded and so forth. But I'm just going to show you the cards. A really nice magnetic box. And it's very similar to like a Lenormand or something like that. It's a German fortune-telling system. And this, you'll see if you're familiar with his Spirit Within Tarot. These are the backs. They're sort of a small deck with a silver gilding and nice card quality for like a mass market deck. So this is the main character. So what you do is, in a spread, you set out like two main characters, you know, and they're supposed to be facing like back to back, sort of. I'm still learning, but that's the gist of it. And then, so you have, it usually comes with a male and female main character, but this has 2 males and 2 females, so you can interchange, you know, for same-sex partners and so forth. And it's
Right.
all silhouette type stuff, like you would expect from Stephen Bray. And let me just show you quickly. I'll show you a couple of cards. So these are some of the characters. It's good gent, good
That
lady.
does look a lot like Stephen Bright's, you know, his style.
Yep. And then you have just various cards. You'll have to read the book to learn the meaning. And yeah, so it's a cool deck. I'm looking forward to it. And I have Stephen Bright coming on my channel. I'm including him in my Titans of Tarot series. So that will be next Tuesday, the 20th at 12 noon. So I'm going to interview him, and he's going to be my 5th installment in the Titans of Tarot series. It's sort of a strange time. I apologize, 12 noon. So I understand if people can't make it, but it will be on YouTube forever if you can't. So don't worry.
That's
so
awesome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I want to show because next Tuesday on the 20th of April at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, I have a very special live with 2 people who are talking about what it's like to create a tarot deck. And one of them is Zane, who has created the Zany Tarot, as well as it's affectionately known as the Zoracle. Chandler Dean, who I'm going to do this, who created the 5 points tarot and the 5 points oracle. And so we have different cards here. And I am really, really excited to see this. So I'm not going to do, I'm going to partially save that. So, look at that. More Zane.
Oh, thanks, Jen.
And Jilly
You're
said
gonna make
she'll
me blush.
be
You're
there.
gonna make me turn red.
I'm really excited because it's just great. Both of these creators have an oracle deck as well as a tarot deck. And if you tune in, you'll find out how those may be connected, how they may be connected. So,
and how the people also are connected.
Yes. So it's, how's that for a teaser? So, and
such
Dan,
a tease.
It is a tease. It is a tease. I'm totally a tease. And I actually I'm doing a casual with Richard from Longman Tarot on Monday the 26th, where we're going to be talking about theater and ghost stories. So that's something to look forward to. And then on the 20th, next Tuesday evening, Jamie and I will be on Jen's channel to do a live VR to tarot at the movies. So there you go. But oh my gosh, boy, time flew by, didn't it?
Definitely.
It did. I could keep talking. I have so many things laid out in front of me. I could keep going forever.
I
didn't even cover half of my stuff.
Yeah, I mean, because I have, I have all of these, and I have a couple that I have the new Robert M. Place, Justin.
Oh, cool.
And I have the Mother Piece round tarot deck, which I just recently got. And I actually got the Golden Dawn's Ritual Tarot by accident.
By accident.
Oh, Chick Cicero, right?
Do
yeah. I was looking at which version. It's the Cicero version, I believe.
It-
Chick Cicero and
Yes.
okay.
19. So
Yeah, that's his wife. I think they redid it together later on. I think
yeah.
I have the newer version.
So, but this one I got because I ordered something from an eBay store, and this came instead. And I've tried to reach out to the person and say, this wasn't the deck that I ordered, and she hasn't gotten back to me. She sent me the deck that I ordered, but she hasn't asked me about, what to do about that. I mean, I'll pay her for it. So, Diane wants to see your creations, Justin.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll show them on my channel soon, Dan. I have some decks that I've recently made, and I'm currently shopping around for. I actually just ordered some paper from Japan, so it's going to take about probably 3 weeks to get here. So I think this paper, it's a washi paper. It's going to be a little bit better for what I'm doing with it. Right now, I'm using cotton rag paper, and I also thinking about getting a new printer. I just bought a new printer, but I'm maybe getting a second printer to do more ink stuff. So I'll keep you posted.
Could you just show us a little bit? Show us the tip or something?
Well, yeah, this is just something I just printed. In fact, it's like barely even dry, but this is so this is the Wheel of Fortune from the John Noblet from my friend Shel David is the artist, and this is actually the back one that was a little whacked out, but these are the backs, these are the fronts, so they're old style pasteboard, which is an exact replica of how the cards would have been made in the late early 1700s. So which involves it was made with laid paper, like cotton laid paper. They use what's called pot paper in the middle, and it's pasted with a traditional flour paste bookbinding recipe, and they're compressed, and you have to dry them and cut them. So it's an old style recipe, traditional tarot cards. So
you are really enjoying the process of making these cards, aren't you?
I love it. Yeah, it's consumed my life. I feel like I am onto something interesting, and I'll keep you posted about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm having fun for sure.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Hey, I have a book that I'd like to show. I just got this Tarot Deciphered. This is something I'm going to embiggen. Tarot Deciphered by T. Susan Chang and M. Meline. This is something that I heard about on Elaine's channel, Tarot Tats and Tea. So, but I have a question for you all. I just started looking at it, and so in here there is a list of there's an illustration of the astrology for the majors, and they give these symbols. I don't know if you can see that, but aren't the air and the earth reversed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that's a big boo-boo there.
It's a printing error. That happens a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Well, it's annoying because thank you for verifying that, because I'm like going, Jeffrey spotted it, and so now I have to. Now I wonder. I go. I mean, do I trust this? Because
Right, you're gonna have to look further into the book and see if everything corresponds as it normally would.
Yeah, because there's
fine-tooth comb.
Yeah. Well, and what freaked me out was there is some mention of those elements. I'm trying to find one. In other in other ones, it's like there's like water is mentioned here, and they have that symbol, but I'm like, well, now I'm a little worried. So I don't know.
I always take everything with a grain of salt anyway, because it's coming from a point of view, not necessarily the truth. So,
Yeah.
Exactly.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I got to get going.
Bye, Jonathan.
See you
Thanks
later,
for
Jonathan.
thanks for coming, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Bye.
Aloha, guys.
Aloha.
Oh,
And
look,
then there were
Gigi's
4.
here. Hi, Gigi. Just in
Hey,
time
Gigi.
for us to about head out, unless the 4 of us want to keep talking. So,
I gotta go to the bathroom.
well, go to the bathroom, and Zane and I will just talk with Robin, and
Okay.
go, Justin.
Alrighty. No problem.
Just go to the bathroom. It's all good. So, well,
He went.
So he actually went. So, but yeah. So, what else is floating your boat? I mean, dang, you said you had a lot out.
So this is the How to Be a Wildflower Oracle deck.
Oh.
And I mean, I'm calling it an Oracle deck. It doesn't actually use the word Oracle in its title, but it's one I'm really thinking about adding into my daily practice, pulling a daily card. I just love the style of the artwork, and if you have seen my Oracle deck, the first version of my Oracle deck, the backings are wildflowers, and I just have an obsession with wildflowers. And
By
these
Jilly.
have, by Jilly, they have like a wildflower image, like wild strawberries, and then a little like mantra or phrase on the reverse side. There's, of course, I had some pulled to the front that I really love. There's
Love
a
that.
mushroom card, and that one says, "We can never have enough nature."
Wow.
It's just like really beautiful artwork.
Yeah.
And that one says, "Hope is a waking dream." And yeah, so I'm really just thinking, I've been wanting to start adding a lot more earth magic into my practice, my daily practice. So I'm thinking of, like I said, using this as like a daily pool for a little daily mantra, and that one's "You Are Magic."
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I've been loving that. And I don't know, I don't want to like hog the spotlight. Is there anything else
Well,
anybody else had to show?
tell us the name of that again.
That is the How to Be a Wildflower deck.
Wow. Where'd you get that?
I believe I ordered it off Amazon actually.
Okay.
It was actually it was a Amazon recommends, just based on like my purchase history and search history on Amazon. They recommended it to me, and when I saw the mushroom on the top, it was like I gave it like 2 more look throughs, like the images that they showed, and was like, yeah, I need that.
Can anybody tell me, is there a difference, or do you guys see a difference between Oracle decks and affirmation decks? I mean, a lot of times Oracle decks feel like affirmation decks to me, and they all basically are trying to give you a pat on the back, "You go girl" message, you know? So I'm just wondering whether you can get from Oracle decks some advice other than just you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing, good for you, keep your chin up. You know, I don't know. Do they ever have more possibly controversial messages or darker messages or deeper messages? Do you know what I'm saying?
I do. And one thing that I like specifically about this deck is that it has like, it's not like just the little like mantras and then the back is all like the same backings. I like that it has like just an image on one side and then just text on the other. Well, not just text on the other, but because then if I want to, I can just ignore the mantras and use it just intuitively with the imagery. So in a deck like this, where it is set up this way, I would say that it could be used either way, but I completely get what you're saying, and I do see a definite, at least in my opinion, difference in like a mantra deck, like mantra only, as opposed to specifically an Oracle deck that's like all imagery or just imagery with like one keyword.
Well, I just
Um,
wonder if they get lumped together. When people say oracle decks, do they really mean affirmation of some sort, or, kind of a cheering you on?
Right. I tend to personally think of them like I kind of categorize them together, I guess myself. Like I would think of a mantra deck or an affirmation deck as a type of oracle deck,
Yeah.
but I
Because,
Well,
know I'm sure
yeah.
other people have different opinions on that, but that's my personal.
I mean, I have used certain Lenormand decks as oracle decks, and for me, it's just imagery that helps me find my direction. But they
Uh-huh.
don't give me messages like, see the light or walk into darkness or, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have some that I specifically like would just think of as an oracle deck that doesn't really have any phrasing on the back, and that's not really something that ever. It's not like I go into those cards thinking like I need to get a mantra out of the imagery of this card. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying, Robin.
Well, I'm
I
kind of
understand.
wondering whether it plays into the current conversation about mental health support in card decks and stuff, whether people are buying these because they feel like they need somebody to kind of give them some little sort of pep talk or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, when I don't have many Oracle decks, but the ones I like the most don't have any words on them at all, just images, and they
Right.
play on my intuition to read the images. And for me, that's an Oracle. So I don't know. I guess I get a little confused when they call them Oracle decks, but it's really more of a like a mantra, or I don't know.
Well, I think okay. So Jen says affirmation decks are more positive wording, whereas oracles may have affirmative messages, but also more imagery for divination and a simple message.
Okay.
I mean, I guess a lot of it, obviously, this is like, a cop out answer, I guess, but it's going to depend, I guess, a lot on the deck and the intention of the deck and like what you personally see when you look at the deck and how you want to use it, how you feel
Yeah.
called to use it.
Right. Yeah, because the Lenormand is okay. So then, what do you call the Lenormand? Is it that's
Well,
not is that an oracle or is it just
I
the
tend to
well,
think of it as an
it,
oracle.
it's its own system, but I mean, the first one I got, I didn't really know the Lenormand system, but there were so many symbols in each of the images. I thought, oh, I'm just going to read this as an oracle deck.
Yeah.
Like let the symbols speak to me.
Yeah.
And, since then I've gotten to learn a little bit more about how to read Lenormand. So, I mean, that wasn't the way that deck was intended to read as an oracle, but that's what I did with it.
Yeah. There's one that I have and I've had it for a while. It's the Madame Endora's Book of Fortunes. I consider this an oracle deck, and it's sort of like it does take you through different things, and some of them are not nice. So this is one that I'm going to do a flip through and a walkthrough. I'll do a flip through on Tarot Stash, but it's one of these that I will use this and I'll pull a card after I've done a reading, and it's sort of like okay, here's the slap upside the head, you idiot, don't forget about that. So anyhow, but
I mean, I guess I don't have a grasp on Oracle because, as far as I know, wasn't like the Oracle of Delphi the original Oracle, and didn't they see things in like this bowl of water or smoke or something? Didn't they derive images from sort of the abstract? So my notion of the oracle is that it presents you with things that you can divine messages from,
Yeah.
rather than specifically having the messages typed out in front of you on a card. But
Right.
I don't know, maybe people just are very lax or open about how they use the word oracle as just kind of a catch-all for anything that's not tarot.
True. I wonder what is. Hang on.
Justin got stuck on the pot, I think.
No, he's having trouble getting back in.
Oh.
So according to Oxford Languages, an oracle is a priest or priestess acting as a medium through whom advice or prophecy was sought from the gods in classical antiquity.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I guess on the aspect of advice, depending on the mantra deck or the affirmation deck, that could kind of technically fall under the definition of oracle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I like the idea of these being secrets, secret wisdom, like with tarot, like it's not really spelled out. You kind of really have to figure it out on your own. Whereas the contemporary new age version is, we're going to give you a thick book to read and we're going to print it right on every card. So it's almost like fortune cookie one-liners in a way. I don't mean to sound down on it, but it's just it's less of a mystery to me, and I guess it has less mystique for me, and I'm less intrigued by it. I just don't embrace it. But that's my
No, and I think sometimes I just want give me the warm fuzzy feeling, give me the hug, and I don't want to work hard at it.
Right.
So there's some days that are like that. It's like those are the days, where I'm like covered up and I'm laying in bed in the fetal position. It's like just give me something good. Don't tell me anything bad. Lie to me, make me feel good. So
yeah, there definitely feels like there's a need for it.
Yeah. So Zane, you created an oracle deck. I mean,
I was actually just going to say I don't want to be like self-promoing here, but because it's something that like I've kind of gone through myself, like the creation of an oracle deck. This is the second version. So this is the backing. It's not the wildflowers that I mentioned earlier. Those are on the first version. But I wanted to do something that you could read intuitively, but also if you just wanted like a starting point, they do have like one keyword. A very few of them, maybe one or two, have like a small phrase on them. But like this one, just you can divine. You could look into the imagery, or you could use mountain as something to go off of, like what you think of when you hear the word mountain. And resilience.
That works better for me, the one word rather than a whole sentence.
Yeah. None of mine have sentences. Like I said, there's one or two that have like maybe two words or just like a very small phrase, but everything else is just one word. That one might be a little hard to see on camera. That one says bad vibes. And I didn't shy away. I wanted a very well-rounded deck. So there was like shadow cards, I guess you could say, in it. Evolution.
Yeah. That's one thing that I appreciate about your oracle deck is there's not always it's not always warm and fuzzy. It's
right.
It's
I mean, you do get those cards like this one.
Right.
The sexual energy with sexy land on it.
Yeah.
But let's see if I can. Here's one. If you're easily spooked by like darker imagery, like creatures or like like demon stuff like that, maybe look away. I know Jamie. This is the one card in the deck. She's not the biggest fan of the imagery. This one is the demon card.
Yeah.
So I definitely didn't want to shy away. And here's the fear card, which this is a little personal reference. Sharks are like my biggest fear. I don't get in like bodies of water, salt water, fresh water, anything. I'm not for me. Inner child. That one's another one that's hard to see because of all the colors in the imagery. It's hard to see the text on the camera.
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted ones for like, self-reflection, like the identity card.
Right.
And let's see. And there are, like, I wanted it to be, like I said, well rounded. I wanted there to be cards that could be used for like ancestral work or path work. So let's see if I can find just like, so that's why, like, the card I showed that was mountain, there's like canyon, different things like that to use for like regionality purposes in readings. And then, let's see here. Like, here's one that has more than one word, like I said, instinct/intuition.
Right.
And then let's see, I wanted to show there's, like I said, for like ancestral work, I wanted there to be different things. Well, here's the ancestor card. And this image, as soon as I saw it, it really spoke to me because I recently found out, it's not something that I claim because I don't feel I have the personal right to. It's not something that I like talk about often or like I have incorporated into my spiritual practice at this point, but I do have Native American ancestry. So this was something that really spoke to me when I first saw it because, like I said, it's something I just recently learned about.
Yeah.
But then here we go. Like, I wanted to show some of these like person cards, if you will, or like pathway cards, like healer. Like witch, more
Mhm.
like animal guide.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm kind of like taking over showing cards
No,
here,
that's
but anytime someone asks me about it, it's something I'm really proud of and something I use in my practice all the time.
yeah.
So it's a big part of my
I
life.
particularly like when you showed the first card, I think it said mountain.
Yes.
I like it when the word itself can be interpreted different ways. Like mountain could be reaching the heights, it could be solid ground, it could be blocking your passage. There's different ways to read that word as an oracle, let
Right.
alone the image, and I like that it's open to various ways of interpreting.
I really appreciate you saying that, Robin, because that's something that I really tried to like keep in mind and that I really wanted to make sure it came across in the deck because, like I said, I wanted there to be a keyword in case you're the kind of reader who likes to have that jumping off point or maybe is newer in their tarot or oracle journey and needs that word, like that word to jump off of. But also, you can ignore the word if you want and just get what you personally get out of the imagery.
Yeah.
Or even the word if that word sparks something in you. So thank you. I appreciate you pointing that out, Robin.
Yeah.
And thank you, Gigi, by the way.
Well, and I was actually, I think I messaged you, Zane, that I was looking through your oracle deck, and I can actually use that to help me figure out different spreads.
I used it to create. I've only created so far one of my own spreads, and I used my deck to create it. Actually,
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And I know Chris from Elemental Cartomancy. He's someone who had a big behind the scenes like sounding board role for like a lot of my decks actually.
Sure. Uh-huh.
And he actually has said this before, and I've like since started kind of using it this way. He says like if he doesn't have a tarot deck handy, but he has this, or he's going somewhere and he'd like to have a tarot deck and an oracle deck, but doesn't have the space for it, he'll take this because he can read it like a tarot deck.
Oh, that's.
And I really like the idea of that.
So we have a question from Diane.
Yes.
Are both editions? Yes, they are.
Yes, they are, Diane. I made the second, like I didn't make the second version to replace the first version. I made it in case, because the first version has like one or two cards, 1, 2, or 3 cards that are a little, like cheeky or, a little risque to some people maybe. And I wanted an option that, if that's not really your thing or that can be a little triggering for you or just not something you work with that kind of energy. I wanted a deck where it was a little more not in your face in those cards. And also I had some ideas for additional cards or cards that were maybe a little similar that I could cut out and replace with something new that added something fresh to the deck. So the second version, they're both, like I said, available, but the second version has 90 cards, whereas the first version has 80.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of the cards are the same or very similar. Most of them are the same, but then there's those additional cards and the few that were cut out or edited as far as like the same phrase, but a different image to go with it, just to be a little more universally friendly. But I didn't want to delete the first one off of there because, like I said, the second one wasn't meant to replace it, just be an alternate, something you could use if the first one maybe wasn't your
Right.
vibe because of some of the imagery.
Right. I was just trying to find it so I could link it, but I can't find easily. I can't
Yeah,
find
sorry.
the-
And my only device right now is my phone that I'm recording on, so I can't
Yeah.
add it in. But I can always
Oh, wait a
post it
minute.
on Facebook or.
Wait a minute. I might be able to do it. So hang on. And okay. Come on. I might be able to do that. So I'll stick it in. I think I can do it because
Thank you.
I have that for next week's conversation, Zane. I actually have both of the links to the places to buy both of your decks. So
Okay.
and Diane wants to know the name of your deck, and is it on Make Playing Cards, Robin?
Oh, well, I have two of them on there. One's a majors only one called the Open Face Tarot, and the other's a full 78 card, full color pip deck, and that one's the Eyes Wide Tarot.
Yeah. So cool.
Thank you for that, Diane.
Yeah. Did we help you with your yeah, I put the link to Zane's deck. So
Thank you. And yeah, sorry, Robin. I didn't mean to just be like taking up the whole chat. I wasn't even registering. That's totally like on me. I feel like such a jerk. I didn't even like mention you also have a deck on
No.
or two decks on NPC. I didn't mean to be like all about me.
So I want to be respectful of your time, gentlemen. And if you need to go, that's cool. Or we can take a short break. And I mean, this is a lovely conversation, especially thinking about Oracle and how you process it. We could do another live, but I want to give you both the option to, step away and then, Jen, I don't have anything to do tonight. So, and I know Jen is always wanting us to go live, and she wants people to, keep her conversation. So,
I mean, I'm down to come back. Like you said, I could use a little bit to step away, take Sebastian out for a walk real quick. And
I have to run to a
whatnot.
writing class, but I will watch it back later.
Okay. All right. Well, Jen is actually running, but Zane, if you and I want to get on and chat, we could, we could do
Okay.
that. So
I'm totally down if everybody
Okay.
wants to keep going with the more live action.
All right. You two stay on, and we will we'll chat for a second, and then we'll show back up. So, all right.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
to
you,
everybody
for
in
watching.
chat.
Yeah,
Bye.
thanks for being here, everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gerald and Robin.